after you pump your milk, you're gonna be thinking about how you're gonna store it. The first question you're gonna be asking yourself is, when do you plan to use it? If you plan to use it in the next 5 days, you can actually store it in your refrigerator. A really easy rule to remember is what I call the 5-5-5, which means 5 hours out, room temperature, 5 days in the fridge, and 5 months in the freezer. If you don't plan to use it in the next couple days, or if you've pumped a lot more than what your baby generally has at a feeding, then you're gonna wanna store it. You can store it in milk storage bags. Some people like to store it in small glass containers. You wanna make sure that you're actually putting the day and the time that you pump the milk, so you can be sure that when you use it, you're using it before the expiration date. The best way to thaw your milk when taking it out of the freezer is to actually just put it in a bowl with warm water and to let it sit, maybe 20 to 30 minutes before you're actually planning on feeding your baby. For a lot of infants, that's gonna be room temperature, and for some, they like it a little bit warmer than room temperature. A lot of questions that I get from parents is, can I mix something that was pumped in the morning with the warm milk that I have? The clinical answer would be no. What I would say though is that most families are living their everyday life and they're not running their kitchen like it's the CDC. And so for a lot of people, mixing the two is not going to cause an issue. But if you want the clinical answer that you should be doing, yes, it's better if you can separate and not store them at different temperatures. A lot of clients will ask me, can they donate their milk? I've had clients who've had an oversupply of milk, or their baby's gotten to a certain age where they are eating other foods and aren't using as much of the milk. It's a great idea if you have this to be able to donate it, because there are babies who are in the NICU or who might have joined a family via adoption or surrogacy who could really benefit from the properties of human milk. So if you're wanting to do this, contact your local milk bank or your local hospital, and they can direct you on the best and safest ways to share your milk.